interesting.
I say we do. I say we start. I'm gonna grab some of my things. So let's go like this. Survey says.
Recording in progress.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
leave meeting.
I don't consent.
I don't consent.
Done.
I am leave meeting now. All right. So when we last left off,
Yes.
shit went down.
I lost the titty.
Yes.
Somebody's titties uneven.
It's, we're gonna change your name from Bean to Uneven Titty Girl. Yes. So
No.
yes. So let's see. Who took the best notes?
Leanne.
Leanne.
That was a rhetorical question. Who's the only person that took notes?
Leanne.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and tell us where we were, so everybody can remember.
Where did we leave off? We didn't. I don't think we left the forest, right?
Yes.
We didn't leave the forest.
No.
Did
No.
not leave. We took our long rest. Oh, my pen just went up my nose. Yeah, had a long rest. We killed the owl bear after trying to heal it. After trying to kill it.
After trying to kill it, and then trying to heal it, and then trying to kill it again.
Yes.
Which confused
Bean
everybody,
is now...
including the owl bear.
Yeah. Bean is now a mild furry. We don't know their persona yet, or fursona, excuse me.
Not quite sure about the fursona. Although we
What
have
am I
a pretty good
doing?
idea.
Well, I wrote it down. It's actually at 18, or it was, but we took the long rest, so I'm assuming it's up again.
For who?
For Bean.
Yes. So at this point, after
Yeah.
a long rest, everybody has long rested, and between all of that and and time, yes, everybody has officially filled back up their health.
Yeah.
To full. All spells.
Yeah.
All spells have been put back together.
Yes.
Yes. So all of your slots are open. Although I think there's only 2 people to use spells. Jade, did you have a question?
No, I'm just thumbs upping, my friends.
She's thumbs upping. All right.
Motivating the group.
Is that good on the ketchup? Yeah. No. Yes.
Yeah, it is for me. I just wanted to make sure you all were
Okay,
aware
cool.
of where you were in life.
All right. Oh, in life, I'm at a different spot, my guy. It's a little rough.
All right.
So, you guys want to go back to town?
Wow.
No.
So what I can say is you were well into your trek. Obviously, as the new day has dawned. Bean still smells terrible. As Bean is now walking around with the at this point for overnight, you can tell that I'll just say the owl bear juices that were stuck on the on her newly donned cape have somewhat dried and are crusty. It fits
Yum.
very well over the top of her head, giving her owl-like pointy ears. But yet there's no no bill because that part did not come off. So if you were to go look back at the carcass, it was pretty. It was definitely not a professional skinning. It was done with a dart. So
Looks so pretty.
In anger, full anger, titless, bleeding, everything.
Titless and bleeding, that is correct. Yes. So as you guys have gotten up, your little campfire and everything is kind of died down. The sun is full bright out, although you are still pretty deep into the thicket of the deep forest. That you guys have ventured into, but there's still a decent amount of light with everything being up, and you can kind of you at least know where you're going. You know that there was the direction where you were headed, which was kind of somewhat of the I'll just say northeastern area-ish, kind of heading towards where you believed that the wolves were going to be. So at this point, sun is early morning, warm enough for you guys to be able to move. What's you shake the sleep off of you, and what are you gonna do?
Go
Can
find
I
the owl
force
bear's
Bean to
children.
have a shower?
Right, can we just throw her into a river?
No, we're finding that motherfucker's babies and killing them.
You're gonna get us caught by stinking up the place, dude.
Exactly.
No, it'll be a distraction. Yeah, a healthy distraction.
Well,
Um,
what is
should we keep Mia? Can you change back into the dire wolf so we can tracking?
or
She can,
you can go
Or-
bear. I'm just kidding.
she can only do it once a day for an hour.
Well, it's a new day, baby.
It's a new dog.
Yeah, but
It's
what
a
if
new
we
day.
need the owl bear again in case we run into a fucking owl bear? I'm not losing another titty, y'all.
Whose
Whose fault was
that
that?
kitty in a hand?
Yeah, right. That's your own dang fault.
Yeah, you guys are all fuckers. I did.
You're all fuckers,
This is how
man.
you repay me.
So, which one?
Jacob, make a decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we were just about to head to the thicket and into the savannah that was just described before we left off on our last encounter. So I say that we proceed through the foxhole and go through and keep marching forward.
Okay.
We march.
All right, so you guys are marching forward. You seem to, kind of be following somewhat of I'll just call it a tender path. You can tell that there's definitely foot traffic of sorts that have kind of been through the area. As you're walking, just general observations. It's not it's not what appears to be a heavily traveled path, but it's enough to where you can be like, all right, something definitely goes this way. So.
Owl bear's children.
Okay.
All right, we'll continue down that path then.
Was it big enough for our friend the owl bear?
Was the path big enough for the owl bear to travel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Well, this is an owl bear path, guys. We could be going straight into the owl bear's camp.
Fuck them up.
Looks like we're all losing our titties today.
We're gonna die.
Now, I think I should hide and just stay a little bit ahead of the group and just stay hidden in this dark area, and then so that we have an advantage to at least discover anything 120 units away.
So,
What is it, feet?
so Jacobius, are you moving out in front of everybody?
Yeah, only 10 feet, just enough to, to make sure that I keep the nose and eyes in front.
Okay.
And also I'm using the hide skill in this area that is dark.
So you are kind of looking for stealth. Is that what you're going for?
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and roll for stealth? If you are going to be attempting to kind of hide, because I will tell you, 10 feet away, everybody can see you. it's light enough out there, if that's what you're looking for. But there are definitely darker areas that you can kind of stick into. But
Okay, so
if you
I
are
need to
trying
hide
to
in the
stealth,
bush.
then you're probably going to want to roll for stealth.
Okay, never mind. It's not that completely deters my entire strategy for the idea of what the hide skill does.
Kills the
And
vibes.
just described. So I'm going to not do that.
God,
Instead, I'll just stay in the position that I am at only 10 feet in front, and we will continue forward.
Okay, what's your orders? How's everybody, what's your order of everything?
They're all on each other's shoulders from the last we left.
Can I sit on Blueberry since I'm injured?
No. What's just your titty?
Bitch!
Bitch, maybe you should have got your titty eaten.
Maybe you should take a shower.
I'm gonna stave you.
Stabe. All right. So Jacobius is out in front. Who's next? Are you what's your guys' order of everything? How you're going?
I'll be third.
I'll be fourth. How many of us are there?
I guess I'll be second.
I was just waiting for somebody to go. I'll be fifth.
I'll be back in town.
I'll be asleep. I'm just gonna chill. Okay.
Just gonna take a quick nap.
So Blueberry, Blueberry, you're next, and then Beans, right?
Then
Yeah.
Beans.
Yeah.
And Adelaide, you are bringing up the back. You're bringing up the rear.
Sorry, guys. Have fun.
All right. Are you walking straight line, or are you fanned out? Like how are you going? Is this just
We're
moving forward?
following this path. Unless you look, would you guys like to like move maybe 30 meters beside the path and just walk parallel to it? What do you guys think? I don't know.
Walk in the forest? That's how we die.
I will stray 10 feet to the right of the path. But
Okay.
like, yeah, so to the right
Yeah.
of Jacobius, but not in front of him.
Okay.
You want to try to discover something around there?
Yeah, see if
Around.
my
Okay. So
eyeballs
are
can see
you
anything.
all right? Why don't you roll a perception check? How about that?
Oh, shit. Okay, that's out of the D20.
Yep. Roll your d20, and then you can add your modifiers.
Swing, swing, cling, cling. Fuck,
Cling,
what's that?
cling.
9, 10, 11.
Okay. 11.
Yes.
All right, Jacob. Are you also? Why don't you also give me perception since you're out front?
Okie dokie.
Yeah, true. Yes.
1d20 rolling. Hold on. I gotta add.
Yeah. So your perception will be +5.
Damn, +5.
Jeez.
Okay. 13 plus 5.
18.
Wow, you really know.
Okay. So 13 plus 5, so that's 18. Right.
Yep.
All right. So as you guys are attempting to quietly move forward and just being as observant as possible without making the obnoxious noises that Bean usually makes and trying to fight anything and everything in the path.
Pokemon!
As
moving
you
as
get a little
stealthily
further
as fast
as you get a little further up, Jacobius, you kind of notice like a bit out in the distance as the trail starts kind of clearing. You know, and you kind of see more light coming through. It's almost like you are now at the edge of this you know, of the forest wooded space that's right there. And as it thins out, you can see that there's an open field out in front of you guys. Huge clearing that you know you can kind of see out there. And as you walk up and you kind of move slightly forward, just as you're about to take another step, you look down and you happen to see there's like this almost like this line. It's like this string that is kind of like draped across certain parts of the bushes.
Okay.
And as you get right up to it, your leg kind of like touches right up against it, and you
I
kind
stop. I'm
Ooh.
stopped.
and you notice there's like little bones attached to it, kind
Oh,
of together. You know, almost like hidden in certain places where if you were to keep on walking, you definitely would have made a whole lot of noise.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Fantastic.
good.
Okay.
Am I holding anything?
So everybody, well, now that it's discovered, everybody can like successfully make it past it, or should I disarm it with the thief?
I have a minor illusion cantrip that I could use.
I have a thief's kit.
Okay, what are you going to attempt to do?
I mean, we could very easily step over it, but Jade. I swear,
Jade's got one less titty that she can
does
sacrifice.
everybody have to roll in order to pass this thing?
No, you now that you actually see it,
Okay, cool.
you
All right.
you can work
Cool.
with it or around
Wonderful.
it.
Yeah,
But
I'll do
remember,
the.
you're the only
Oh.
you two are the only ones kind of up front. So, and you were the first person to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
And okay. So
Wait,
that's
so only Jacoby sees it? Being Blueberry doesn't see it?
Right.
Okay.
okay.
Well, should we all move up together as a group,
Yeah.
or do you guys want to stay spread out?
So yeah, now that we're
Get all
entering the
together.
forest line, I'm gonna hold my position. Everybody else can move up, and we're gonna make sure that they all get past the trap, okay? And then now we'll start surveying this open field.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I do my minor illusion?
Sure.
What do you want?
What you want to do?
Should I do? What are the rules of that fucking thing again?
I
Put
know.
it in your
Uno
mouth.
momento.
Uh-oh.
Un momento, por favor.
Yeah, get out your books.
Shimanya.
That's your ranger. That doesn't work. Those are your ranger rules.
What the heck? Oh, there it is.
There's a bard up front. No, that's barbarian. Wow, wow.
Oh, speak.
The first line of minor illusion says you can create a sound or an image.
Mhm.
Can I do both?
Technically,
Can it be like an illusion?
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Let's just do an average sized doe walking out into the clearing without tripping the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're already past that. So
Yeah. Oh, did we walk over it? Did we decide that?
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we'll
So
Just
you
have-
guys have carefully, Jacobius basically points it out and kind of helps everybody move forward. So you more or less bypassed what would have kind of been a tripwire and alarm, which would have made a rather large amount of noise as you kind of push forward into the clearing a little bit, but still maintaining cover behind, behind the trees that are there at the edge. This doe appears, out of nowhere, as you have, cast, and it slowly moves forward, and it's just kind of tepidly just kind of steps out, as though it's not necessarily aware of everything that's out there. So just kind of slowly moves forward as though there's nothing else there that's going to bother it. And as it's walking forward, you kind of notice just past it that there's basically kind of like a makeshift fire kind of out in the middle of the field.
Okay.
And with some smoke coming up off of it, obviously it's kind of I'll just say an early morning fire, kind of like what you guys had said, but it's larger in size. And as the doe is kind of like walking forward, and it just kind of leans down and is slowly milling about, I'll just say eating grass, and just kind of picking up off of the ground a little bit and walking forward. All of a sudden you hear some you hear some rustling up ahead, and as you look forward, it seems as though the grass kind of dips down a little bit, and up above from that you see 6 wolves that kind of all start fanning out from the back of the hillside that was back behind it, which what appears to be a cave entrance. And you see that all of them are very alert and kind of almost fan out in a protective way, covering the main, the main opening right there to the cave. And you can see 2 of them kind of look at each other, and you hear a little bit of growling. You can't quite hear exactly what it is, and then one of them takes off just as quick as it can and just darts straight for the doe.
Oh no.
Where it's
Look,
fake.
Shoot it with the dot.
No, remain hidden and watch.
So we're just gonna let it go forward. Are you doing anything?
I want to observe them. We need to learn about the enemy.
Yeah, I say observe.
Oh.
Let them. It's not real.
Let them
no.
tear that thing apart. This is
Poor
like
little
Jurassic Park, guys.
dear.
It's not real, Adelaide. It's fine.
So you see the wolf basically jumps through the plume of smoke. It literally jumps over the fire and just leaps right at the neck of the doe, and you can see this look of confusion as it basically just kind of passes through almost this transparent smoky, and you can see that it kind of like mid-air is looking back at whatever it was that it just missed, and it has no idea what's going on, and its front paws kind of dig down, and it literally flips end over end and then kind of whips around, and is just kind of taking an aggressive posture and starts growling, and it kind of slowly starts circling and moving as the doe is still there.
Oh,
and so it jumps forward again into it and literally passes right through it. And at this point, it barks at and all of the other wolves just kind of like fan out and are now almost in a semicircle, kind of
Watching.
and and almost surrounded, or like almost in a semicircle around the fire, kind of like in between that and kind of like a 10 by 10 opening to the cave, from where they came out of. So they're definitely in a defensive posture, and they all just kind of start, you know, as wolfy as you can get, all start snarling and just kind of taking this defensive posture around.
Okay. Okay, now I think would be a good time for wolf form.
Mia,
Right.
Not
All
even,
right.
not
Turn to
even
an owl
the
bear.
owl bear.
Should I
No.
be an owl bear or wolf?
Owl bear.
If we need to, she can switch, but that's gonna be like right before her life is in danger.
Okay,
Well,
true.
thanks.
All right, before we sacrifice her life.
So like your next move will be to bust with that. Like if things go south, Mia, that's your first move. Bust
Okay.
out bear and just start tearing. Yeah.
All right. So I change into my wolf form.
Okay.
Roar.
All right. So as you shift into wolf form, there's that ethereal just as your body kind of like contorts and starts moving out to, and just you get literally instantly probably 3 to 4, 4 feet larger than what you would expect, and just your tuft and your mane and everything just kind of like out the back, like your hair just kind of slicks back, and as you kind of take a step forward, you can see that now all of a sudden a little bit of that movement and noise has kind of drawn the attention of 2 of the wolves.
Oh boy.
Perfect.
Sorry, guys.
She knocks Blueberry
better run
down.
out there, bud.
You as you guys are still hidden, you can see that the 2 wolves kind of, I guess it would be kind of to your left. It would basically be to the right side of the cave if you were walking out. They kind of take a step forward and almost position themselves in line with the other wolf that was going after the fawn, or the doe that still has its eyes trained on that doe. And you can see that they're kind of like darting back and forth, almost like they're just kind of communicating with their look, not quite making a whole lot of noise, but so you basically have the 3 that are kind of out front, and then there was the 3 that were still there by the cage, and or by the cave entrance, and they kind of fill in. So as Adelaide moves forward in wolf form, and you see that they kind of have that attention, your eyes kind of look up, and you see that up on the top, up over the crest of the cave, you also see a tuft of smoke coming out the top.
Oh,
Yeah, let's think.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we have the attention of 2 wolves. They're headed our direction. Let's see. Who's ranged?
I have a crossbow.
I have darts.
Well, you
can
don't.
only do
Well,
like
you're
10.
probably going to be punching things. But can people go in trees?
Is that a question for me, or are you asking them to go into trees?
Like, can they? Can people?
Oh yeah, it's a tree. You can climb a
You
tree.
like do like a tree ambush kind of thing, like.
If that's what you are wanting to do, you guys tell me.
Okay.
Yes, everybody is capable of climbing trees, with the exception of course, the wolf.
Aw, guys, don't leave me.
Okay. So I am going to use my hide skill next to one of the trees to try to stay, LOS with the wolves as they're coming towards Mia.
Okay.
I think.
Walk me through your hide skill.
Okay. Clickety, click.
I'm still on.
Okay.
I'm still on all of Mia's wild
You
shapes.
make a dexterity stealth check and attempt to hide. Follow the rules for hiding. If you succeed, you gain certain benefits as described in enemy attacker's target section. Shit.
All right, so Jacobius, you are climbing up the tree. Is that what you were doing?
No, I'm just hiding. But I was thinking like a ranged character could totally do more from a nearby tree. But I don't know. She's a
Wait,
little
have we rolled for initiative yet? Or
Nope.
are we not doing that?
Not yet.
What?
Oh boy.
I mean, I guess I'll jump in a tree.
Wow, guys.
Okay, and I'm hiding.
Wait. Actually, no. I'm gonna stay close to Bean because she's a damn bitch, and I have to protect her.
All right. So in the time that has happened, you now have 3 wolves running for you at full speed, and they are growling.
Yep.
Okay.
And as you you hear them growling, the 3 that are actually back over by the cave, one of them literally just lifts his head up and starts howling. In this,
fantastic!
We're gonna die.
In this really, it's almost a nervous but yet very aggressive kind of howl. Up at the top.
I think Mia should howl as loud as she can now.
You're gonna get me killed.
All right,
like the
roll
alpha.
for
You're the
initiative.
Roll for initiative. Oh no.
Let's roll.
Right? 20?
20.
15.
Oh, no.
What did you get?
15. And hold on. I gotta add something. What is it?
Did you add something?
Initiative rolls equal to your charisma modifier. Okay. So my charisma.
Your charisma is basically +3.
+3. Okay. So 15
what do you
plus
have?
3.
What?
It's 15 plus 3. 18.
All right.
I got 13.
I got 11.
11.
14.
14.
Oh.
And 13?
13, yeah.
All right.
So what's the order? It's Jake.
Jake,
Yeah,
Bean,
Jacobius,
you, me.
Adelaide,
Okay.
Bean.
Wait, no, I got 11.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay, sorry.
So Jacobius, Bean, Blueberry, and then Adelaide. Yeah.
Why am I always at the end?
Hang on.
Hey, real quick, which book? What? I'm on the D&D Beyond, and which book is it?
Okay, hold on a second. Give me just a second. I'm putting your shits in order here.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
Blueberry.
I want blueberry. Okay, so who had 12?
No one.
Ready?
What?
Nobody had 12.
It was 18,
18, 14,
15,
13?
14, 11.
Yeah.
Or something.
18, 14, 13, 11.
Yeah.
Okay, who had 14?
Jade. Bean.
Bean. Beans.
Beans.
And,
Battlestar Galactica.
and Blueberry, you had 13s?
I did have 13.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I have everybody in their correct order. All right. You were asking me what book?
Well, is D&D Beyond? It doesn't that have like the multiples of like the different, like the 5e and shit like that?
Yeah. Basically, what you're looking for, if you're looking for all of your stuff for your monk, you want Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you're looking around page 34 for your shit. 34, 35.
Thanks.
Because you're way to Kinsey, right?
Yeah.
Kinsey, yeah, you're going to punch peoples. Okay.
The Kinsey.
Punch him in the face.
All right. Uno momento. We're going to have some fun with this one.
God, we're gonna die, y'all.
You're all
Say
gonna
goodbye.
die.
Say goodbye to these dang characters.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Ready, guys.
How dare you? Don't you laugh like that.
How many times I can do? Oh, and you suck a duck, champ. Sorry about it.
Oh wait, I know what to freaking use. Wait, where is it?
All right.
Bless you.
Bless
Bless
you.
Thank you.
All right. So, Adelaide, as you are out front, just right there on the very edge of it, you have the.
Oh no.
So there was the 2 wolves that were literally sprinting full speed towards you. There's the one that obviously gained speed and kind of like you can see that it's going full stride straight for you, and it leaps up into the air and literally just it's confused by looking at a wolf, and as it's jumping in the air, it literally just kind of stops and like almost slams on its brakes, almost cartoon style. So you see it like dig its paws in as it gets kind of close to you, and it just like gets down on its haunches and it just starts growling, just looking at you like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, and as you as you kind of like you have your stance and you guys are literally just facing off. It's probably 3 feet from you, just right in front.
Oh, it's
Okay.
just up
That's
in your
terrifying.
freaking face.
Bean's right next to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
you're
all
kind of
we all chose to
yeah
stay close.
Bean and Blueberry are a few feet behind her, kind of off to her side a little bit.
Like trying to look over her shoulder, like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. Guys, what do you think about Mia taking the pelt and presenting it?
Well,
I
you have very little time, so whatever you're going to do, remember these are 6-second increments of things happening. So you
Let's
have to
move,
choose.
peeps.
Fuck you! You're not taking my clothes.
What?
Okay. Well.
Well, Jacob, you have to go first
Well,
anyway,
Mia,
so we can't.
Yeah. So Mia is closest up front, but Jacobius is basically next in line. So Jake, what are you doing?
Okay.
Taking my clothes.
Well, you're kind of hidden off. You're kind of hidden away.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna remain hidden, and I think that's a good plan. I think we should try that.
What are you doing?
What do you think, guys?
You're the stealthy one. Well, because I have cutting words, so I can use a bardic inspiration die to subtract the number rolled from the creature's roll. So I'm just waiting to do that.
Okay. Okay. Well, our ambush and our experiment is set. I'm gonna remain hidden.
So you're remaining hidden. You're not doing anything.
I know. I think you should try to get into the cave while me and Bean die.
Okay. Like you want me
You admit that you want us to die.
You want me to run across the field towards the cave?
Well, I'm not. Maybe not across. Go
Sneak around the
around.
field, Jacob.
Yeah. Stay in the
Like,
tree.
you want me to army crawl?
Yes.
Well, remember, this is an open field. So at this point, if you are moving out into the open field, you are exposing yourself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you will no longer be hidden.
Okay.
Okay.
So how far away am I from them? And I should just be, well, I imagined I was behind a tree, but.
Yeah, more or less. You're kind of like off to the side. So as they've kind of darted forward, you're kind of tucked away behind one of the bigger, groups of trees that's off to the right side, which basically kind of puts you in. You can see over your right shoulder. So if you lean past and you look past the tree, you can basically still see the entrance to the cave. You can see the 3 wolves that are out there, directly in front of the cave. You can still see the tuft of smoke that's coming up from almost on top. That's up the scale of rock, and then up on top you can see smoke coming out the top. You can see obviously the fire pit that's directly in front that they were kind of around originally, and then the one that is still, it's not running towards them, it's still kind of almost close to the fake doe that's out there.
Maybe we should lure the ones closest to us further into the forest so we don't have to fight them all at once.
I like this idea.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's
a lot. Good job. Bean doesn't always have terrible ideas.
Okay.
It's so
Well,
proud.
considering that it's Jacob's turn.
Oh, right.
Okay. So, I have a question about this. I have a hand crossbow that insinuates that it's a one-handed weapon.
Uh-huh.
Is that true?
That is true.
So I'd have to drop my short sword that you use for parrying to use the crossbow and the dagger.
If you are going to dual wield those 2 things, then yes, you can only have so many weapons in your hands. What is it that you were wanting to do?
Well, I was just wondering about the crossbow. Okay, yeah,
it's,
I'm going
think
to.
of it kind of like the size of a pistol, but it's basically a hand crossbow. So it's not like the full-on ginormous rifle size. It's literally
Okay.
it fits into the the palm of your hand like a gun.
Okay.
And just
I switched my short sword to the crossbow, and I use my poisoner's kit to poison it and remain hidden.
Okay.
While you guys are gonna do this aggro move.
So are you attacking, or are you? What are you doing?
Should I attack? Should I open?
No.
No. You stay hidden.
Yeah, I think you should stay hidden so you have the rear. So when we draw them in closer to the forest, you can kind of cock block their exit. So
Okay.
I would stay where you're at, and then I'll hop out and be like, "I'm an owl bear," and then run in the forest.
All right.
Okay. So while you have remained hidden, and were you prepping a poison arrow? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, I'm using that turn to switch the hand crossbow and then use the poisoner's kit to do the poisoning thing.
Okay. All right. The second wolf that was behind the first one that was running towards you, Mia, it was literally going to try and attack you, but it has rolled terribly, actually.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Thank goodness.
and as it's running forward, it literally trips and smacks forward right into the one that was right there in front of you, almost pushing it into you. And as it kind of like knocks it forward, it actually like drops its rear down, and which then makes it spin around, and he actually bites the one that just ran into him.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Love
these
it.
wolves suck.
We love to see it.
Yes. So at
Love
this
it's
point,
quiet.
you now have two wolves that are basically fighting each other directly in front of you.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Can you hear like anything? Like, is there any like languages that Mia can pick up on or no?
At this point, considering that she's in wolf form, it was basically the equivalent of "What the hell are you doing?" and they literally just started bickering at each other.
Okay.
So at this point, they're starting to kind of like snap at each other, and like I said, they're basically almost with their side slash back to you, Mia. Just kind of like nipping at each other, more annoyed. As they're snipping, it was, "What the hell are you doing?" And and the other one is like, "It's a guest." And then you turn around, and then all of a sudden they kind of just like look at you again, and they almost kind of like drop their head and seem a little embarrassed, but still kind of growling, and they just slowly take like a couple of paces away from you.
Oh, so I'm a guest. Okay.
Okay, so
maybe...
I'm taking back the.
Oh shoot, you're doing that druid thing too. You're doing that druid thing.
All right. Let's see. Bean, you're up.
I'm gonna wait till fucking she does her thing with the wolfy wolves, so I'm skipping.
What I think you should present the pelt. I don't know.
I don't think that they would like to see a human, considering they're murdering those.
They haven't seen that. Well, they can't see her at all already. Like.
Yeah, can they not see Bean and Blueberry?
So at this point, the trees are, I'm going to say they're sparse, but they're still enough to where, as you guys have kind of moved forward, and obviously you were kind of like, I'll just say, trying to slightly move past, the little tripwires that were set out there, you guys are all still kind of semi-covered. So unless you're going to be jumping out and doing something and moving, so far their focus is 100% on Adelaide.
Okay.
Poor Adelaide.
Well, do you want to see if we can do this diplomatically?
Maybe.
And see.
I don't think that they're gonna like the humans. I think that they'll like Adelaide a lot more than they're gonna like us. So maybe I can just drop the pelt and kind of back up a little bit. So
where's Adelaide's turn?
I'm last.
I can give her a bardic inspiration roll. That'll be my only action. I can do that, and then whatever Adelaide does to be nice with these wolves, it'll be better.
Sorry, are you gonna throw some so hold on. So Bean is next. Bean, what are you doing?
I'm gonna drop the pelt and back up a little bit further.
Okay.
So out of their sight a little bit more.
Okay. So you're basically just kind of like dropping it down there at the base of the tree and backing away and hiding.
Like a coward.
You wanted my clothes, I gave them to you.
Doing an experiment, guys. So
Good.
far, so good.
Okay. So as you in your you are lucky that you are actually adept and fairly swift with your feet. You slightly kind of just slide it down off of you, and although it does make a rustling noise, there's enough enough of a distraction between the two wolves that are there in front, where they're concentrating on each other and on Adelaide directly in front of them. They don't see or hear you as you drop that down and kind of like slink away almost in line.
2.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Blueberry, you rolled 13. What is your what is your let's see. What is your charisma modifier? Because you guys
That's 5.
you guys both rolled 13 and okay, yeah, definitely. So you get to go first. So what is yours? What's your move? What you do?
What you do?
Oh, I will. Well, it's because it says it's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still use it as like my first thing?
Yeah, it's action, bonus action. Yes, you can. Are you
Okay.
are you moving?
Yeah,
Let's ask that. Are you moving at all, or are you staying where you're at?
I will move back a little bit. Not right next to Bean, but just a little bit in front of her.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll back up a little bit.
You're just abandoning me to the wolves, literally.
And
Hey, I'm still close to you.
And
You got an hour, asshole. Make it work.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you were rocking some bardic inspiration. Is that what we're going for here?
Also, Mia.
Yeah. So
One
that's
thing-
the.
As a wolf too, they've just recognized you as not a pro, and so you have like plus modifiers just being next to them. It's kind of, I know it's weird, but
Yeah. Well, it's not her turn, so let's go with yeah. Sorry about it,
Getting ahead of ourselves.
All right, Blueberry, what you doing?
Yeah, I will roll a d6 to give her bardic inspiration.
Okay. I'm gonna make you sing a song.
And a song
I'm gonna
rips
make you
through
give
the
me
forest.
some bardic inspiration.
Wait, what?
If you're
No,
gonna
I
be
couldn't hear you.
inspiring-
There's like crosstalk.
I said I want to hear a little bit of that inspiration. Let me hear what that sounds like.
There's so many people in this loft right now. I can't do it. Okay, do it. Ah, son of a e. It's a 2.
Dang it, Leanne.
Hey, at least it's 2. I can't do it. They're like talking serious right now.
Just start singing.
Just bust
I
out, man. Come on.
It'll break the mood.
I can't.
Mhm.
I don't.
Fine. Okay, Blueberry is now closer in the tree line. You can't hear me, or you can hear me, but you can't see me. But you just hear, you got this. And it's like my voice just like flitting from like different areas behind Allie. Like, you could do
Inspiration.
Thanks, bro.
You got this.
Appreciate you.
it. You are a strong, capable direwolf.
So you hear these fleeting sounds that just kind of gently give you slight encouragement, and they don't know what else, like, you know, the wolves around you, they don't hear anything. This is basically just pleasantly dripping across your ears, and so you can add a 2.
All right.
Yes.
Do like a persuasion thing.
Yeah, your camera has gone offline, Mia, just FYI.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You're nude.
It's the darkness. It's not me.
She's picking her nose.
You can turn on the light.
We don't have lights. This apartment did not come with lights.
We have to supply our own light.
Wow.
BYOL.
Wait, you don't have any light bulbs?
Oh.
We had to
Took
buy
all the light
them.
bulbs out of Mia's room.
Jade can't see when she comes in here. Welcome to my
No,
freaking
it's
life,
just a
bro.
guessing game.
All right, then
Oh my
I think
gosh.
we'll just do this one. There you go. We'll put you as thing 1.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
Yeah,
Yay.
you are now thing 1. All right, so let's see. Where are we up to now?
it's Miss
Me.
Adelaide's turn.
Yes.
Tis moi.
Yes, I believe. Actually, oh no, it's one of the wolves' turn.
Oh God.
How
Yeah,
dare you?
yeah, yeah. You rolled it. Okay, so there was the wolf that was basically, I'll just say, going after and trying to attempting to aggressively attack the the doe that was out there. With you moving along and now throwing out some bardic inspiration, the um, I'll just say the visage of what you saw with the doe has now disappeared and basically just
Oh,
kind of
that's right.
dissipated into the air. So now at this
Yeah.
point, it's just kind of looking around and it's really confused and sees the two that are basically moved forward that are kind of like not quite kneeling down, but almost like have their heads tilted, and so it basically just kind of runs back in line with the other 3 that were over by the cave entrance.
Okay.
So now there's just one.
No, there's the 2 that are up there by you. So there was the one that was by the fire that basically went after and tried to get the
Oh.
doe, and then there was
Yeah.
the 2 that ran up to you
Okay. Okay.
that apparently can't get their shit together.
Poor
Right.
guys. They're struggling.
All right. So at this point, Adelaide, what is it that you shall do?
Okay, so should I try to
Persuasion.
talk to these guys? Should I
Yeah, I
Yeah.
say persuasion roll. Try to
persuasion roll?
convince them that you're a part of the ship, part of the crew.
Well,
Part of the crew? So am I trying to convince them that I'm like on their side, or am I trying to get
Well-
information out of them?
here's what we know, and here's all the avenues that we could take. One of their wolves was wounded in the battle that still has an arrow in its shoulder, we think, and belongs to this colony. You have the ability to heal, so there's also that avenue of diplomacy. There's also the pelt that you can say that we're presenting, in hopes of letting them accept us into their group. But who
Yeah.
knows?
They're
So
not
so
gonna-
just remember, as far as healing goes, you cannot do that in wolf form
Yeah,
Right.
because
Right.
you have
Yeah,
no way to
obviously-
cast that. You lack the opposable fingers.
So can
And
I present
Jacob-
them the pelt?
Yeah, no. The wolves are murdering fucking people. They're not gonna like us.
But
They're fucking killing people, dude.
But we
They're
want
just
to
gonna
know
pop out and be like,
why.
"Hey."
we want to know why they're murdering people, right?
Well, you
Oh,
need
yeah.
to make
Okay.
fucking goo goo gaga
Come on.
friendship with them.
ask them why they attack people along the roads.
Okay.
Give them the pelt first.
That's
You
what I
just
just said, and you said no.
No, I
Okay.
thought you said we should
All right,
give them
Mia,
the
what are you
pelt.
doing?
There's no we.
All right.
Adelaide, what you got?
I will present them with the pelt
Okay.
and ask them if we can talk. Ooh.
So as you basically kind of almost turn your back to them a little bit,
Uh-oh.
to go reach back and grab the pelt because it's not directly right where you're at. You are going to have to step away from it a little bit. As you turn, you can hear one of them kind of look to the other and go, "She smells funny. What is she
Uh-oh.
doing?" And the other one just kind of looks and like, "I don't know." So as you reach forward and you basically
Word,
kind of
Mia.
you reach around the the tree and you kind of like tug on the on the pelt as you take it and you kind of like almost just kind of throw it forward with your jaw, and drop it down in front of them. They kind of look down at it and they look at each other like
No,
this
stop.
this immediate recognition of what this was, and they basically they just kind of look at each other. They don't say anything. And the one that was in front that obviously kind of was like running at you, attacking, it grabs it and says, "Come on," and literally just takes off and goes straight, like just bolts straight for the opening of the cave. And the other one just kind of turns, looks at you, and then follows it straight in.
Oh no.
Better go, boo.
Oh no, guys.
Bye.
So
Okay.
Part of the ship.
as they start running towards the opening of the cave, you see that the other 3 the other 4 that were kind of like positioned there in front, all kind of like almost meet that one directly right there at the entrance, and you can kind of you hear them kind of almost talking amongst themselves in a way that like it's just a little further away and kind of over like a little bit of that hill where it dips down, but you hear a couple of words here and there. You hear, don't know. She brought this. We should take it to him. And
him.
and as they're kind of like talking to each other, like one of them growls and then howls up again. And while you're sitting there and you're kind of looking, you see this movement kind of in the back a little bit, and like and you almost see two blue eyes piercing through the darkness at the entrance of the cave, and that's all you see. And then it basically runs up with the one in front has taken the owlbear pelt, runs up to it, and then you see all of them disappear into the cave.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Now we can move in closer, guys.
Terrifying.
It's scary.
Let's pause
Who's
because
there
I have to
later?
pee.
Oh, I have to pee too.
Okay.
Pee time.
Pee time.
Pee break.
Pee break.
Can I smoke a cigarette? Break?
Pee, Sherman,
Sure.
42 Wallaby
Totally,
Way,
yep.
Sydney.
Potty break. All right.
I'm making a turd.
You are a
Pooping
turd.
right now? Dude, don't poop on your dice again.
Ooh.
No,
Don't
I
get
threw
poop
my
on your
poop
dice.
into the dice. There's a fucking difference.
Wait, no.
Wait, you
No,
threw
no,
your
no.
poop into the dice sheet?
I threw my dice into the poop. It was a natural one.
Oh goodness. Did everybody leave me? Oh, they did.
That was an expert ambush, guys. Just saying. Expertly handled.
Thank goodness we didn't do anything.
No joke. That was great.
No, yeah, we didn't. None of us got hurt, so I'll take it. Are they in Vancouver? What? Oh dang, this thing is dirty. $38.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Oh, why hello there.
Oh, hi there. That once last. Let's start. That was 2020. Apply.
But yeah, I was saying that was like the best, like the coolest experiment success ever. Just saying. That was fun. That was actually really fun to set up. And it was so scary. Like, do we tack? Do we tack? Do we tack?
Sometimes you have to attack.
Yeah. Well, no, they're all bolstered in there. And you don't think? You think that thing has the can actually charm other wolves?
I'm sorry?
You think that thing can charm other wolves?
Do I think what thing?
Yeah.
Do I think what thing can charm other wolves?
Super wolf, the super monster in there?
You're not supposed to know these details, Jacob.
This is Jacob trying to metagame. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Well, you know what? I'm just saying. If I am at the mercy of the rules of this world, why not research them?
Well, because you're not supposed to research and then metagame at the same time.
I'm not metagaming. I'm just asking the right question.
Well, I mean, you
With
can ask all
brain.
kinds of questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions.
Who knows? They're all probably making like armor out of that. They're all just upgrading their shit right now. Thanks.
You're gonna go in there. It's gonna be Mecha Godzilla.
Fucking owlbear wolf form. Like, oh geez. I mean, obviously someone's making fire, so one of these wolves can either use magic or has a druid on their side.
Bird balls.
Bird toes.
Balls.
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 I guess I can do a few quests on my barbarian right now.
Yeah, I heard you saying something. All I heard was speaking of barbarian, and then like the
Yeah.
rest of the conversation was on. So I'm like, I have no idea, but I'm sure he's talking about Diablo.
So yeah, like I have a character that I was like leveling with each of you guys, and then one that I picked for myself, and the barbarian is actually super duper fun. Just kind of runs super fast, kind of just like in Diablo 2, where they can just speed through like crazy.
Yeah.
Whirlwindy. The necromancer I have is only level 25 though.
Well, the necromancer that I have is not even level 25, so yeah.
You suck.
Uncle Bud's Crusader left him in dust. I do have a monk that's like right where your necromancer is. He's parked for you.
I work tomorrow.
His name is Cajun.
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, jump.
I'm not Jacob. I'm Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah.
What the what?
You gotcha?
It's so dark. Oh, too bright.
Oh, too bright.
Why is it so bright?
I don't
Why
know,
do
but now
look
you
like
are so
a
dark.
freaking- I don't know why. But this is too bright. It's disgusting.
No, see that's perfect because then we can see you. The only one we
It's
can't see right
fabulous.
now is Mia. She is now
Hey,
thinking.
yeah.
Mia.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All good.
It's just so dark.
All right, everybody back? Are we done making the peepees and the poo-poos?
Peepees and
All of the
poo-poos.
poops and all of the peas.
All right.
All of the toasty roasties.
Ready, Freddy.
All right.
I think so.
Okey-dokes. All right. So, they all ran inside and disappeared.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And
guys.
so as of right now, Adelaide is standing right there at the edge of the tree line, kind of looking out into the open field. Bean and BRE are kind of slunk back behind, behind some trees, and Jacobius is basically nowhere to be found.
Wow.
He's peeping.
So as you look forward, like I said, there's basically this is bright early day. At this point, the smoke or the fire that they had has dwindled down. Back up against, you see the where the cave opening was. It's basically kind of like a big cliff of rock and everything. That kind of makes up where this spot of the cave is. So it almost kind of surrounds that back area. It kind of dips, it goes up probably a good 20 or so some odd feet. And then it kind of disappears a bit, and you see that there's like another layer back behind it, and somewhere between that back layer and the edge that you can see visibly with your eyes, there's some smoke that seems to be coming out of the rock, more or less. As you are all there, you hear noise that's kind of coming from the general direction of the cave, but you can't really make out any sounds. Even as Adelaide strains to hear, you can just hear that it's noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a little camp that's in the middle of the clearing with a dwindling fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's about halfway to the cave.
Yep.
Okay, so that would have been our first battleground. Good job, guys. We all avoided it.
Whee!
Okay. You think that we should take that hill that they were on
The
and
hill?
start moving forward? I don't know. Like it was like a mound or no?
Yeah, well, it just kind of dips down. It's not necessarily a mound that goes up, but from where they were, the cave, you can tell that if you were to just walk straight forward and go to the cave opening, if you were to keep on walking, it dips down. It dips down into the entrance of the cave, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Should we?
Well,
Bean, you go.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe we should like walk around the middle of the clearing.
Right?
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
we
we're
should-
fine because the
How do
Maybe.
you guys want to form it? Do you want to put Mia in front while she's still in wolf form?
Guys,
Well, I
Mia,
think Mia
would you
should
like to
go. I
sacrifice
think
your
Mia
leg?
should go in.
Or should
and
we
we
all
should
just
wait at the front.
ride on top of Mia?
get on my back.
That way, it's like she's completely protected. We're protected by her, wolfiness.
Yeah, she's also walking like 1 mile per 7 hours.
I know, I'm just crawling. You guys are so heavy.
Or should we just tie ropes around our wrists and then she can just hold all of the ropes in her mouth as we're walking up?
Just like drag you guys on the ground or what?
No, we should follow her. We should get to the cave's entrance and kind of be there as a backup just in case shit gets hairy.
Because if
So
I walk in there and these guys are like, screw you, I'm gonna die so fast.
no, they
You'll
told
be
you to
fine.
come with them, yeah.
Just go
Wait,
when to
I
go
feel like it was
for
unclear. All right, fine.
So what is your plan?
I'll die. That's cool.
I lost
Go
the
into the cave.
We're going straight for it.
Yeah.
Are you all
Really?
going to run out into the open? Because remember, you have to cross this field to get to that
It's
cave.
it's what, two whole distances, 2 whole max distances.
Yeah. So you're basically looking at a good 75 feet. So
Ah.
so you're not just gonna quickly run
How do you know?
and not be seen.
Yeah, there's only one person in this group that could actually make it there in one move, but she would immediately get killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to move to the halfway point where the fire was and kind of look around there?
Yeah, let's check it
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go out. You're gonna go out to where the fire pit is, right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you
Oh wait, can I pick up some sticks to put in it real quick from my hidey hole tree before I leave it?
you want to take sticks with you?
some sticks to add to the smoldering fire that's going out?
Sure.
Sweet.
So as you
maybe a couple large branches that we could use in defense, like just in case things get crazy, and like really set them on fire. I'm just kidding.
What
Maybe we can make
are you
traps.
doing? I need to know what you're doing.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, just a few sticks for the fire. That's it. We're going.
Okay. All right. So as you come out of your little hidey space that you're at, you reach down and you grab a couple of the I'll just say medium-sized branches that have just kind of randomly fallen down off of the trees that have been covering the floor. You guys, not so quietly anymore, are now kind of taking in behind Adelaide in in direwolf form, moving forward, and it pretty much takes you the entirety to get out to where the fire pit is. As you come up on it, Adelaide, you kind of smell and you notice that there's kind of like I'll just say small animal bones and stuff. From obviously creatures have been eating here. It's a little bit of I'll just say a makeshift campsite almost. That's right there in front, and you see that there's kind of like the path around, around the fire pit itself, which is probably about maybe 10 feet at the most, all the way around. As you kind of look around it, the grass around it has been kind of patted down as though they spend time around it, and it's I don't want to say it's made a path around it, but basically it's just kind of depressed all of the grass surrounding the area that's been kind of deadened and dampened, so you can tell that they stay close to the fire. And again, small animal bones and some other stuff, some chewed up hide, just little things here and there that definitely denote that they spend a lot of time just kind of sitting around this campfire. And obviously the trail then kind of also goes right back into the entrance of the cave.
Okay.
So, are there any signs of tools that made the fire? Like, can I guess inspect?
Yeah, you can roll an investigation.
I can't remember. Is it perception? It is perception, huh?
Yeah. Well, investigation. That for you, that would be a +3. So roll your d20 and add 3.
Damn. I only got 7. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as you kind of like look around the fire and you kind of inspect it, you don't necessarily see any tools per se to make the fire. You just see that it's there and it's it's just kind of smoldering down. You can see the red embers. The smoke has somewhat dissipated since it's not a roaring fire. It's just leftover of a campfire that's there, and it has a little bit of smoke kind of coming up from the top.
Okay. I think we should go closer to the cave. I think it's time to go in.
I think Mia needs to go in there first.
Fine.
You're fine.
All right, guys.
You're cool.
Yeah, but what? I don't think cool is a strong.
I'll be right behind you.
All right.
I'll be right behind you.
Going
from
in,
guys.
from way back here. All right.
You're doing great.
Keep going. All right.
Hang on.
I'll do it.
Hold on.
We'll do it.
Let's see.
Oh. We are paused.
Is there any like sneaky places near the cave entrance?
Is there what?
Hold on.
Pause, guys. Pause.
Yeah. You gotta ask the DM about that.
My poo is coming along nicely. Now it looks like a dildo.
Wow.
Oh,
this
that's not
conversation never
nice,
seems to. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so what are we doing?
We have forced Adelaide to go ahead alone.
Yep. Going by myself.
And you guys are just gonna stay there by the fire?
Well,
No, we'll
is there
move in
anything
closer.
like to hide behind?
I'll
Like,
go by the cave entrance.
yeah, I think like.
So it's literally okay.
Yeah,
So the cave entrance is literally like a 10 by 10. As it kind of like dips down and goes down into it. Like I said, so you can see that even the top. I'll just say the roof of the entrance, more or less, or I guess the ceiling of the entrance of the cave, kind of dips down, and and then it kind of goes dark, so you can't necessarily see too much into it from where you're at.
Is it like a Skyrim cave?
You're gonna have to be more descriptive. What is the Skyrim you speak of?
Those are the
Now-
only caves Jade knows.
Hey, son of a bitch! Well, no, that's an accurate description of a Skyrim cave. If anybody's played Skyrim before.
Yes, it is.
So you have the description of the cave that is there in
Okay,
front of you.
so we have
on on the walls you were talking about, areas to hide, like literally in front of you, as you're by the fire, the sides of the cave kind of almost bend open around you to where they meet up with the edge of the forest trees where you guys, if you stayed on the forest line, you would basically run into one side of the wall, either direction that you went. So, the tripwire that you had discovered basically kind of, makeshift kind of went all the way along the edges. So whatever direction you came in from, you were probably going to encounter the same thing. Again, from where you're at, it's a 10 by 10, more or less 10 by 10, just kind of a rough crag entrance. And you see that, it goes up probably about the wall goes up maybe 20 to 25 feet and then kind of juts back. And from where you're at, again, you can see off to the right a little bit, you see that plume of smoke that's kind of coming up. And then you see back behind it another set of the mountain wall that's there. That kind of goes up as the backside, and then it just kind of goes up into the sky and disappears. So at this point, there's no clear trails that go anywhere else other than directly into the cave and everything that you see now.
All right, I'll stand right in
Alright.
front of the fucking cave.
Well, let's
Wait,
let's
I
all
want
go.
my. Oh, wait,
Let's all go and investigate the cave entrance up close.
So are you all going in together to the cave entrance?
Well,
Yep.
behind, with me at the nose. Yeah.
I'm your guys' nose.
Well,
Follow my nose. It always knows.
we're all just holding our hands crossing the field.
me as the line leader.
Yay!
Do this Pokemon.
Follow the
stuff.
leader.
Yes. All right. So, as you guys kind of make your way, it's probably another good 25 to 30 feet up to the entrance of the cave. You see the grass is kind of patted down, literally leading you right up to the front of the cave. As you get there, you can definitely tell that it's a little darker inside. As you guys are walking up, you can't necessarily see anything. Jake, especially you're almost actually kind of blinded by this bright morning sunlight that's there for you. And you're almost kind of like squinting, and you have your hand on the back of Adelaide as you're kind of like almost holding on to, not necessarily her tail, but kind of like you have your hand a good grip on her, on her fur, on her hinds, on her hindquarters as you're walking forward, because you almost cannot see anything. It is so bright for you.
Okay.
And the heat is, you definitely feel the heat. At this point, you can tell that, the sun has kind of like cast off of the rock. It's warmed up the rock. So as you kind of get there and you guys walk closer, Adelaide, you smell inside. You start smelling some pretty distinct things. Everything from eggs. You catch hints of other, definitely the wolf creatures that you first encountered. You can see some of those similar scents. But you smell like other distinct things, like almost like sheep. Like sheep or goat type in nature, like just definitely some smells that you're like, I know what these are, and it's not wolf. As you kind of like creep directly up to the entrance of the cave, there's almost a slight cool breeze that's like pushing up against you a little bit, that literally brings all of those smells directly out, at you, and you can hear almost the echoes of sounds far in front of you, that it sounds like I'll just say almost the chatter of wolves, kind of making noise. And again, you hear like the baying of sheep. You hear some goats. You actually think that you hear a cow at one
It's
point.
a zoo.
And you're almost confused by it. And um, both Bean and uh, Bean and Blueberry are like almost kind of like leaning forward to try and like see past the two of you because
I'm trying to see that dang cow.
you're kind of like almost standing up and almost I don't want to say stumbling, but you're just kind of holding on, and she's almost dragging you forward until you get right up to the front entrance of the cave. As you get right there, instantly the air reverses almost, and kind of like now you feel the air rushing from behind you and pushing into the cave, and probably about maybe 5 to 10 seconds later, as you guys like get right up on there, all of a sudden you hear a very large familiar
Ooh.
and all of a sudden out of nowhere you see those same blue eyes move faster than anything you've seen, almost streaking across, and it is now this blue blazing light that's in front of you, and coming in right behind it is a pair of red eyes with like this red flamey look color, and the next thing you know, you have two giant dire wolves directly in front of you,
Ah.
both in this defensive posture as one turns around and says, "Get ready."
Oh.
Oh.
And the red
Okay.
one literally moves up around, and now at this point you are almost pinned up against the wall of the cave entrance with Adelaide directly out in front. Jacobius, you can smell everything that's happening right now, but you can't really see so well because your eyes haven't adjusted, and you are feeling almost painfully aware that something is happening around you that you don't know. Bean, Blueberry, you are now basically more or less directly
Backed up
with
into
them,
that ass.
backed up against the main entrance of the cave.
This is fucking great. Mia, you should have gone in by yourself, bitch.
Screw you guys.
So,
Mia, you should try to communicate with him.
roll for initiative, kids.
Yeah, Jade. you whore. Oh, 10. I suck at this.
I got
Mia,
it
come on.
too.
Oh god.
Wait.
Okay, hold on. Adelaide, what did you get? 10?
10.
Yeah, don't forget to add your modifiers, guys.
What is the modifier?
What modifiers?
Let's see. For initiative, that would be your
Is it the 2?
let's see for you.
Is it the proficiency?
Yeah, if that's all you have is your proficiency bonus, then you just add your proficiencies. So
So
if,
it
if
says
there's a tie, then
plus
we'll use a
two.
dex.
We didn't do that last time.
We did
Wait,
not.
yeah, hold on. I only did my roguey rogue one. What stat am I supposed to add to initiative?
Basically your whatever your proficiency is.
I got 12 total.
Yeah, so you can basically add your 2, and then if there's a tie between you and anybody else, then you roll whatever your dexterity proficiency is for a tiebreaker.
I have a 4.
Okay, Bean,
Fuck off.
you have
suck,
4,
dude.
including your +2.
Yes.
Wow, you're awesome.
You're so cool.
Blueberry, what you get?
I got a 16.
Is
Take
that
one
with
for
your
the
+2?
team.
That is with the +2.
Okay, +2. All right.
Jacob.
I'm about to do some freaking Lion King
Jacobius, what did you get?
distraction right now.
15.
15. Okay. Before I forget, Adelaide, did you actually use your inspiration? Your 2 points of
Oh.
inspiration from there? I don't remember if we did or not.
No, I did
You
not.
still got it,
I
baby.
still am inspired. I'm so inspired.
Yeah. Now you can either use it for this roll, you can use it for an attack roll, or so
Use
you
it
don't
for
have
an
to use it now.
attack. Screw you people.
Yeah, just don't let me forget that
You
you have
should
your
have like
+2
fortified
last
it,
time.
like defenses. What the hell?
Okay.
So it goes Jacobius, me,
Adelaide and Bean.
Adelaide,
Yeah.
Bean.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Wait,
I'm not
you,
first again.
Jacob.
Yeah, you rolled
it's
15.
yeah.
Well,
Leanne,
I mean, technically
Jacob,
you're first out of your group, but as the blue-eyed, almost practically glowing direwolf comes up to you and has shouted back, for everybody to get ready. It literally gets right up to Adelaide's face, and then it's looking at everybody and gets right in Adelaide's face and says, "What do you want?"
We come in peace.
We want that ass.
We come in peace. Guys, there's no other choice. I'm blind.
We just want answers to our questions.
help us out, buddy.
I give you free performance.
Okay. Well, guys, one thing that we've done is we've strengthened their hold on this forest by eliminating one of their competitors, and we want to know why they are attacking. And I don't know. That's something. I don't know. There's just some stuff on the table. There you go.
So, it has actually spoken words to you at this point. You understand these words.
Oh,
What do you want?
We all do. We all do?
You all hear him speaking perfect English to you.
Well, Blueberry, it's your turn. Ask him stuff.
Okay. Yeah. We come in peace.
Yeah, I'm just like right behind Adelaide's butt, like, hi. We just have questions.
It's your banjo.
Would you like to hear a song?
Oh, now you're gonna sing a song? It's a song about shit my pants.
Yeah, if it involves my life and this character, I'll sing a song.
Sing a song.
Not unless I'm asked.
All right. So is somebody actually talking?
Yeah,
No, yeah, that was like me. That was me really being like, we just have questions.
Yeah.
So as you said, we have questions.
Like, make sure that they know that we're like.
Why have you come?
Well, we've come to
Because the townsfolk are being.
Yeah, why is it that you're living in disharmony with the people of the land here? What's forcing you guys away from a place that doesn't interfere with the lives of other people? Because obviously you guys are smart.
This is our home.
All right,
we have been challenged by them. We are protecting ourselves.
Who's them?
So you guys were here first.
You. We just want to be left alone.
Let me flip the pages real quick.
Show him the necklace.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, is he wearing a necklace?
No, I don't think you should.
Who's asking?
Show him the necklace.
I don't think you should.
I'm assuming. I think I have it.
I think.
Give me a chance to talk.
I think you do, yeah.
Is Mia wearing it in wolf form?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just hold on. I have this, and then I bring the necklace out of my pocket, and then I will toss it to the floor in front of Adelaide.
So as you toss that to the floor in front of Adelaide, the red one that was remaining very silent basically jumps and it reaches down and it picks it up and gets right in your face, and as it's dangling down right in your face and says, "I told you we should have killed them both. They don't deserve it. They kill our family. They don't care." And literally the eyes just immediately start glowing red, and you see this just almost, you feel the heat that feels like flame and fire just emanating directly off of it as it's staring right into your eyes and is right in your face. And Bolt looks and says, "Wait, you don't move." And then kind of like looks over at you and gets right in Adelaide's face and says, "Why have you come here? Why are you with them? You are not the same."
That's all you, girl.
Oh no.
See, we're good people, man.
Me. Guys.
They say, tell him that we.
No,
Yeah, use your imagination.
no. Ask about David. Ask about David.
Use your imagination.
Which one
Does the name David, the son, does the name David or Father Merrickson mean anything to you?
Oh.
We know nothing of David. Who is this David? We don't care if it's another human. We will kill him.
What about Father Merrickson?
We don't know these names.
What do you?
Why are you
don't
killing
know?
humans? Why is this a thing, guys?
We kill them to survive. They kill us. We try to live in peace, but they come, and when they come, we take them.
But you guys attacked him out of nowhere in that pasture.
We need food. That is
Oh.
all.
If you can't find food in the forest, why is someone else taking your
Is
food?
someone threatening your food supply?
The humans are. They move out. They come into these areas. They hunt and they pluck. And they don't believe in sharing. They don't coexist. They grow and they build.
What
I'm
if
on their
we
side,
could,
guys. Screw
Let's
humans.
make a treaty.
Yeah.
what if we
Make a
could
treaty.
convince them to stop doing that as long as you don't attack along the roads anymore?
We are happy to move on.
Okay.
End of the story.
It's over.
No, we still have to go and either assassinate Father Merrickson
I'm fine with that. He
Or-
was a bitch.
or do you
Um,
want to fight these two elemental beings?
No, we're
No,
gonna
I'm good. We
die,
can-
son.
We are making friends. We are making friends with these friends. Is there anything that we can do to help you coexist with the humans in the town?
Yeah, we've obviously already killed an owl beast that was threatening your food supply here in just your wooded home.
As soon as you say that, they both just kind of look at each other, and the blue one, named Bolt, looks back and
Ooh.
just barks out this wolf-based sound that only two people here understand, and that's the red flaming wolf and Adelaide, and he says, "Bring it." And so
Is it my pants?
as he says that, the wolf that basically took off with the pelt basically comes running back, and now that you actually have a better chance to see them, you see now there's this almost guard of wolves. There's about 7 of them that have all now moved forward, almost fortifying the entrance to the cave, and you see that they all seem to be wearing almost different levels of what you could perceive to be armor. It's almost leather coverings, it's patchy, it's very crude. You actually see a few of them with almost familiar beaded what look like necklaces. And as they're moving forward, the one basically has now clearly donned, the same kind of gear, basically takes the pelt and throws it forward, and the flaming red wolf that looks at it basically grabs it and picks it up and gets right up in your face again. Adelaide pushes Bolt out of the way and says, "What have you done? Why did you do this?"
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You have one chance to answer this.
Oh dear.
It was the guy in the back.
It was freaking Bean. No, I didn't actually say
Should I show him my titty?
that.
No.
We were
Wow.
attacked. It was self-defense.
It attacked
Rolled
us.
20.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was nothing we could do.
It assaulted us first.
This also attacked my people. That's why we corralled it.
Well, we were trying to help you out by killing it because it was injured, so we knew that you had probably been fighting it, and we were trying to help you.
Why would you help?
Because I like you, man.
We're the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, we're here to support you, and you are my kindred spirits because I'm a wolf.
And it's very interested to know while while everybody else is speaking English, you are literally speaking in wolf tongue to it, and it understands what you're saying. And Bolt literally, he turns his head, he pushes Flame back out of the way, and he gets in front of you, and he says, "Why would you help?"
Because I'm a druid, and I care about other species other than humans.
And the two look at each other, and literally Flame looks at it and says, "The Lightbringer." And Bolt looks and says, "Yes. Do you come from the Lightbringer? Are you the same?"
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So as it is asked this question and you say yes, it basically just kind of looks back at the other ones and snarls, and they all kind of like start taking a few steps back, and then they literally sit down and they look,
Ooh.
Oh.
and it looks to you and it says, "Follow me." And it
Hi
literally
guys.
and it just kind of like, pushes the pelt forward. Oh, who did we lose?
Oh.
Oh, she's back.
Sorry.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
You're good. Jade is back. You're alive. Okay. And it basically kind of nuzzles the pelt back forward again, and then literally kind of motions toward the back part of the cave. So as it turns, and the rest kind of like have sitting down, and they almost like back up and make an entryway. As you walk a little further down, before you can even move, Flame basically kind of jumps right up behind Bean and Blueberry and just starts growling and says, "We should dispatch them now. They have no reason to be here. You are weak."
Oh.
wait, he said that to us?
Flame says that to Bolt. So the red fiery
Oh,
one,
okay.
who is
Yeah.
So these two are clearly the alphas of this group.
Yes.
Oh, Kristen, you're cheap.
Obviously don't see eye to eye on this situation. However, as Bolt has ingratiated you and said to come further into the cave, Flame is literally moving around and almost getting behind you, saying that they should dispatch with you.
Great.
Hi guys.
Well, I'll tell them that, hey, honestly, we are but children in the long lives that we have, and just like the pups who yet have to get stronger in your tribe, we're getting stronger too. I don't fucking know, guys.
We're not here to harm you, buddies.
So as you mentioned pups, Flame now actually almost kind of reaches past you and just yells, "Protect the pups! They're here for the pups!"
What?
Oh.
And
Oh, you
literally
fucking
and
bastard.
literally runs down and almost takes position kind of down by the other guards that were now sitting down. They've all kind of like stood up on their haunches and they're looking. As you look past them, there's almost 3 parts to this cave. There's this big open area that you have kind of come into, which is like the main entryway, and you can see that this is definitely like a lot of time is spent here. There's an opening to the cave directly out in front of you that you can kind of see, but it almost kind of bends around the corner a little bit. There's a section that you can see goes off to the right, and as you see, like as you kind of look around a little bit, you can almost see like the flickering of flame a little bit, almost like a fire that's back in there, but you can't specifically see the fire. You just see the light kind of almost reflecting off like that open part of that little chasm that goes in there, to the right. And then off to the left, where now all of the wolves have kind of taken up, you see that there's this. It's almost like a storage of what looks like rations. It looks like some mismanaged bales of hay. You can almost see like a barrel of stuff. You see like piles of almost like dried food and goods that are almost like just. It's a pile. It's literally a pile of supplies, and directly behind that, you see this fence, this really crude makeshift fence. It almost had that same kind of feeling like when you looked at the tripwire that was there. Like clearly somebody had design and intent of making it, but can't necessarily do the best job of doing that. And back behind there, you see sheep, you see goats. You actually recognize some of the ones that were taken from when you guys first, kind of came into the cabin area. You see a cow that's pushed in the back, and then also in that same area off to the side, you see little pup cubs that are there. that they're kind of they're almost being protected in that back area.
Interesting.
Wait, what did you say after cow? It cut out for me.
Oh, that there's little cubs, like the actual like little baby wolf cubs. There's about 3 or 4 wolf cubs that are kind of like back in that area now, with a couple of the adults now protecting them, and they almost seem to be taking a defensive posture at you.
Do you want to ignore them and keep following the frost?
Yeah.
And apologize. Like, I mean, we can like kowtow and like really like bang our heads on the ground if you want. I don't know. These guys are simple. So I just screwed the pooch by even saying a word. So I don't know. Body language. Do the worm, Kate.
Did you say do the worm?
Do the worm. Everybody do the worm. Fetal position. Fetal position.
We're unworthy. Worms.
So as Flame has basically had everybody kind of guard more or less. At this point, they're taking up a defensive position, kind of protecting their cubs. They're protecting, that little fenced-in area. It's almost like a makeshift underground stable for more or less for animals that are there. That they've pretty much robbed from the area. Plus, their food supply that's now just kind of like shoved up. It just weird random human stuff that's just been kind of pushed over there. They're all almost making a defensive line around that. And Bolt basically kind of looks down and says, "What are you doing? Follow me." And he basically kind of pulls forward and moves off to the right where the cave is.
Okay.
Where you can see the flames and fire.
Let's
I say
behind
we
Adelaide.
follow.
Are all of you going? You're going together?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, so we're going into the cave with the flames?
Yes.
We're heeding
If
Bolt.
if that's what you guys are doing.
We're following Bolt.
You're following Bolt?
We're following Bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
So as you walk in, and this cave kind of opens up, it was almost like a skinny entrance that, could fit maybe 2 people side by side, and just kind of goes back probably a good 15-20 feet. And as you're walking in, you see, the reflection of the campfire, just has like this dancing light across, the cracks and rocks and everything. And as you walk in there, Adelaide, you smell something very familiar. You can tell that it's the owl bear. That's the smell of the owl bear. But there's no owl bear in sight.
They're gonna sacrifice us.
As you walk in further, you guys notice that kind of almost in the back center of the cave area, more towards the back, there's a very well maintained fire. It's a campfire. It has almost like a raised up platform that, where it sits on, so the whole area just kind of like splays out, opens, and then steps up into the surrounding cave that goes around. So it's not quite a perfectly round room, but it's enough to where you can see everything. You can see all the way around, from inside there, with your back to the main entrance of that room that you went into.
Who's playing music?
Me. Do you want me to stop it?
It's loud.
Is it?
It's loud.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah, we can hear it too.
Alexa, stop. It's really quiet for me, so this microphone is just really good apparently.
Oh, cool. Yes,
Dang.
it's a very good microphone. So as you follow him and you see, like I said, the reflecting light from as the campfire just kind of like dances along the walls, and you can see that this plume of smoke kind of comes up to where the cave kind of pinches off up towards the top, and then you see this little hole, probably about 2, maybe 3 feet wide, where it's almost like a chimney, and that's where the smoke has been coming out of. So you see the smoke just kind of gathering, and it kind of billows a little bit up toward the top, and then it just kind of boop, right up out of the top. So,
Okay.
that's how they are able to not kill themselves with that. And as you move around, you can see Bolt basically, he kind of walks over to the left, and as you kind of look around to the left, you can see there's this it's almost like what looks like it would be almost a white color, but it's just like a mottled white color background of everything, and you see this almost like a stick figure kind of drawn on there of a humanoid of sorts that's just kind of standing there with its arms up, and it almost looks like there's like this bright yellow light that kind of comes out from it, that's emanating from out of the center, and then down on the bottom near its feet you basically see crude drawings of wolves. They kind of look wolf shape, they're kind of small dog almost shapes that are, again, this is a cave drawing sort of thing, that you've seen in hieroglyph pictures and stuff like that, where it's very crude drawing, and it's literally just this humanoid with light coming out of it, and wolves kind of almost around it, and they look like they're worshiping it, but you can't quite tell. And then he basically, so Bolt looks at it, he looks up, and he looks at you, and he says, "Lightbringer."
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm their goddess now, so that's fine.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's perfect.
now would be a great time to go Hume and like pose and they cast holy light on something.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Sure. Okay.
Wow, that's a lot.
Well,
Transform into a light spell.
ask him what it means.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be outright. Yeah.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Like,
Blueberry.
what? Yeah. What is this? Why are you showing us this?
Because this is where the Lightbringer brought us what we think now. He came in,
What?
and we were going to fight. We knew that it was going to fight. And the next thing you know, the light is cast everywhere. And then here we are. And now we know things. We think things. We do things that we could not do before. Not all of us, but some of us. And me and Flame have been trying to protect our cubs and our clan. What clan are you from? And he looks right at Adelaide.
Girl.
Wanna push a poopy?
Wanna push? Where are you from?
Your background?
Oh, my background doesn't have an actual town named, I don't think.
I thought you had some history actually in your background.
I do have some history. Wait, hang on.
Like
Hang on.
I think you're like a savior of some villagers.
Yeah, I am a hero. I'm in a court with a prophecy, but I don't have a specific town name or anything.
It's your story.
Make up a town.
Pick a town. I'm from the
Jacksonville,
Shire.
Florida.
From Rivendell.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville.
Rivendell and
Jason
Jacksonville,
Mendoza.
Florida.
We are Alabama.
Ask him about your prophecy.
You need to answer his fucking question first.
Well,
So I'm from a small village where the druids who taught me, they told me I was part of this prophecy given by the fairies. And I don't know what all of this means. Do you have any other information that you can give me about the prophecy?
I know nothing of this. I just know that the Lightbringer, he came and he brought us knowledge. And with the knowledge came the pain of having to deal with the rest of the humans. Have you brought more light with you? Because the rest of my clan does not understand everything.
Do we have light, guys?
We
got some light?
no. Tell him that it's something that we have to seek to understand. But
how long has it been since the Lightbringer has been here?
Yeah.
It's
When was
been
the
about
Lightbringer?
3 moons.
Oh, okay.
wait,
What is
that's-
that? What is that?
It's
in months?
David!
Yeah, when was he here? Was that 3 months ago?
Oh, strange again.
It's
But they got, like,
fucking
adequate
I
Davy boy!
believe that David was the one who
Yeah, 3
was
months.
Yeah,
David!
it's David.
Aw. We will find David for you, my friend. Do you have his undies so we can track them?
Do you have anything for us to track from him?
He made the light and then was gone. We never saw him.
Wow.
We need to go threaten Puck and Papa.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think
time for
so.
Pop Pop.
Yeah.
If we can
Just gotta
bring
answer
you
for some things.
his father, would
Okay.
that appease you?
What if tell him that we'll tell him that we will promise to be able, to find out bring their light bringer, to find out what happened to their light bringer, and
The
get them.
Lightbringer brought us knowledge. I hear you fine, human.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait, you cut out. I didn't hear you.
apologies. Yeah.
He
okay,
said,
well,
I hear you fine, human. He brought us the light. He brought us knowledge. And then he was gone.
we will find him for you, my friend.
he just disappeared.
Yes.
Did you say? Okay.
Did
We
he
thought
say
he was
anything
going
to you
to
guys?
attack us.
Well, I think there is clues in the town, but I think if you guys can promise that you won't hurt anybody until we figure this out, we promise that we'll find the Lightbringer.
How do we know we can trust you?
We killed give him the pelt. Say it's on me and a can of beans.
A can of beans?
Do they have those?
I don't think he has a can of beans, no.
I'll chill with them.
We want truce, we want peace, we do not want to war with the humans, we want to be left alone. But we
And
must
that's exactly
eat.
what they
I
want
must
to.
feed my clan.
If we can stop the humans from hunting you, will you
How
stop
can you
hunting?
do that? They don't stop.
We will make them stop.
Will you kill them? We can
Sure.
help.
We have to.
And I think it's time to be on the side of the wolves. Yeah. Well,
I've been on their side this whole time. Screw the humans.
Well,
I'm good with being the entertainment for wolves for the rest of my life.
well, honestly, we want everything to be completely peaceful with one another, and I think with your new intelligence, you would say that peace and order is the right way of life, and that's what you wish for your family.
That is what I wish for my clan.
Yes. So
That's
I
what
think
we
that we
wish
can,
for-
that if we talk to the people of the town and set up a deal.
What is this deal? And what is that cat doing on my screen?
Can I sacrifice this?
Oh man.
Okay, well, we'll give you the. Let's have you guys have your
Do
own
you
territory.
guys have anything to trade? What kind of ideas do you guys have? Are you guys growing anything?
Potatoes.
Do you guys offer any
We
services?
lack opposable thumbs to be able to grow potatoes. Just kidding. He didn't say that.
Yeah, so they can farm, right? They can
We feed
with
off the
animals?
land, but there are few of us who have this knowledge. Can you spread more knowledge? Can you bring more light? Are you the light
guy
bringer?
needs
And he
light,
looks
guys.
at Adelaide.
Okay.
Guys, he just wants light. How do we
David
give
had
him
a
some light?
David had a cottage somewhere out here in this forest that we still haven't found.
Oh.
So
You guys
give us
remember that?
a week.
When we were
and we'll be
talking,
back.
like I didn't even take notes, guys, and I remember that from the innkeeper.
Well, good.
Shut up.
Good for you.
Right? Just
Oh,
because they
gold.
sit on the roof watching.
What do we do?
We will find the light bringer.
Yeah, we know where he used to live, so we're going to go in that direction. If you would like, you can bring someone with you, us. And we'd always be happy to have someone, of your company.
Just not the mean one.
Not the mean one. Not funny.
kind of scared.
Flame is here to protect the clan.
Bolt, do you want to come with us?
As well as he should. He seems to be the strongest of all of you.
Yeah.
No, because watch Bolt
Oh my
leave,
God.
and then Flame takes over the territory and turns it into this fuck shit. Let's take Flame.
Oh my God, we're not taking them.
Let's take Flame.
I
Maybe
can
we can
provide
show
you
him
some
we're not
guards.
assholes.
But Flame and I will remain.
We will take the guards.
There we go.
We, whatever makes you feel better, we promise. You know, we would just want you to be sure that, you know, we will keep our word
So
and try to figure this out and get you the light that you need.
So as you say that, he starts walking past you. He brushes right up against Adelaide and kind of smells, and then kind of walks forward. And as he goes back out of the main cave entrance, he basically walks straight up to where Flame is and says, "We will leave them go, and they will help us." And immediately Flame just starts just right in his face and just almost like just furious anger. "You have always been weak." And so they actually like get right in each other's faces, and as he does, you know, as he kind of stands there and he kind of pushes right back in Flame's face, he says, "Back down." And he looks over and he says, "Guards." And four of the guard wolves basically just come like right up in between the two of them and just kind of almost push their way in between, and he says, "Now is not this time." And he basically looks over and he kind of like motions with his head for you guys to come forward, and Flame is just sitting there and she's growling at every, like, just giving you all dagger eyes, and Adelaide, she's staring right at you like she's ready to pounce.
Oh.
Wait, staring at who?
Adelaide.
Oh.
Guys, I don't want to die.
We'll be fine.
I
Turn
think
into a fucking owl bear.
we should take our leave. We should take our leave.
I think we should, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to
We should
go.
bounce.
All right.
Unless you guys want to stay for the coup. I'm just kidding.
So what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
We'll take the
Take our leave.
gods and head out to find Pappy David.
I don't think we have her.
Oh, that they gave us a few guards to come with us.
Yeah,
No?
yeah. So
They did.
if are you guys walking out now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
That just transpired. I think it would be best.
All right. So as they, you know, they have the four guards that basically kind of like pushed in between the two of them, and they're more or less blocking Flame from just trying to tear Adelaide apart, just for whatever reason. She's not happy with Adelaide. You know, he kind of looks over and he barks at two of the other guards, and the other guards basically that were guarding the the cub area,
Can
basically
you, like,
kind of
play,
what?
you play like a soothing song or something? Like, I don't know. Like, it's not like
they walk forward and they basically kind of take up almost behind you guys, you know, because you know, with Adelaide and Jacobius out in front and Bean and Blueberry are kind of like out back. They basically kind of come up almost behind and flank Bean and Blueberry, and they just kind of like follow you out towards the entrance.
Can I pet it?
What's that?
Can I take it?
Do you value your hand?
I mean, Bean doesn't value her titty, so.
That's true. That's true. So, and that is where we will stop for the night.
what a cool checkpoint.
Fine.
Well, at least we didn't die.
Game saved.
Save.
Good job, guys.
Wow. Okay. We didn't fight. I like that.
You guys have actually managed to avoid some fights. I think Jade died.
And I didn't do a persuasion check.
Somebody would have died. Yeah.
Good game, guys.
Good game. GG.
GG.
I made a dildo.
Congratulations. We're so proud of you.